Infantry 53, Khatrin and Purification Plant, blue team. Whole bunch of Space Marines. First up is Flappy with a Force Commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. We got some Blood Ravens. Alongside Winternacht is an Apothecary, support hero that fights in melee combat by default, begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. And rounding off this team, Overlordeight is a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, can also support the structures and repair, even get into some melee. Red team, Dragonis is a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive hero, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed. Powerful offense and disruption, fights mainly in melee combat. We got the Night Lord's elite scheme. Alongside here, Aponnk, one of those, with a Lord General, fights in ranged combat, begins with a retinue of stormtroopers, can add to these guys throughout the game, giving them more abilities, really strong defense and support. This is the Mordian Iron Guard elite scheme. And rounding us off, Acey with a Warp Spider Exarch, teleporting hero that fights in ranged combat by default. Some capping, some harassing and some control, really annoying over on this eastern side against that Force Commander. Meanwhile, west side, where this contested victory point is, scouts are taking it under fire. One of them died and the others flee. Where's the rest of the guard? Got some heretics over here. Guard are marching through the mid with the sentinel. Other guards are moving up now. We got double CSM for Dragonis. These guys are trying to decap. Gonna take some bolter fire from a Techmarine. Here comes an Apothecary now. Good place for the Apothecary to be in the mid. Try and support both sides, especially with armor of the Apothecarian, which speeds him up in tier 2. There's some Khorne worship. Those guys took a hell of a lot of damage getting that decap. That was double Kraken Bolt, Tactical Marines shooting at him, and a Techmarine as well. They drop a model. Apothecary gets in there. There's a misplay from Dragonis. Should have stopped decapping. Heretics now surrounding the Apothecary. Chaos Lord leading the line, trying to find a good place to use Kill the Weak, but everything kited him. Because how you want to do it? I think it's going to be okay though. Lord General, can be tough to get your retinue fellas into cover. Gonna try on these pipes now. Nope, one of them still doesn't, not interested in cover. Got some more CSM though. Apothecary is quite low. Already used his heal, I guess, and has to run away. Scouts on the edge of the fight. Not a whole lot they can do with their default bolters. Not a lot of damage, and they're quite fragile. Just sitting in cover and shooting. Looks like the blue team are going to stay solid here and be able to push on to the VP. These tacks are quite low though. Stormtrooper falls over. Can reinforce them in the field, although Aponnk is not doing so right now. Now some Havocs for Dragonis. We have Assault Squad for Winternacht and Assault Squad for Overlordeight. Flappy with some Devastators on the east side. Under attack though. We have Shotgun Scouts to help control the Banshees. Looks like they were dealt with. Devastators getting away from the Warp Spider. He can teleport in and tie those guys up. These guys looking for grenades. That's very menacing. Moving up on the Devastators there. They're going to get at least one away. Doesn't quite land. Those guys were not set up, so they had time to move. Tried to force it a little bit there, Acey. I think he should have, once the Force Commander came in and these guys came into melee, just back away. Might have been able to get a grenade on the tacks instead. Was very committed to that Devastator grenade. Here's some Assault Marines chopping up Guardsmen. And a jump onto some CSM. They have Techmarine support. Out of the 3 Space Marine heroes, he's probably the worst at synergizing with Assault Marines, but he does give him a new dimension, doesn't they? Jump in, disrupt things, he can come in with his DPS, or maybe follow up with his own melee weapon in tier 2. Chaos Lord pushing on through. Eyes on that power. Heretics are capping, they have an aspiring champion, and here are the Havocs. Bolters doing their work on the gens. Chaos Lord ties up the Techmarine, doesn't want him shooting those CSM. Scouts with no upgrades yet. All the power went on those Assault Marines, and Techmarine couldn't do a whole lot. So the Assault Marines are going to jump the Havocs, and Heretics are going to be there to counter-initiate. Also the Chaos Lord can smack them around a bit. Doesn't want to keep pushing. I probably would have stayed and tried to bash that a bit more. He has what he needs to deal with the Assault Marines, I feel like. Banshees chasing down some Tactical Marines. 31 hit points. I don't think they can get another attack at too far away. Did well though. Got the aspect of strength. We also have some Rangers up here for Acey. They chop down the Apothecary who had made this big push to the mid. Barely gets away with those attacks. The assault marines are going to be fine. And now Acey can push down the eastern side again. What was Flappy up to? They are sitting eastern side on their power, basically. They need to move up here. They need to push up a bit. Doesn't want to lose that natural power, I feel like, after that early push. A bit worried about the Banshees and the Warp Spider combo. Assault Squad gets a good jump, knocking over almost all of those CSM. Take down a model too. Chaos Lord is not happy. Heretics doing some good work, as you can see. Aspiring Champion really makes them quite a dangerous melee squad in Tier 1. 9 models smacking on you, and Doom Blast is pretty nice. The Assault Squad are, I think, going to drop a model. No, that Chaos Lord hit was not enough. Look at this. 219 hit points, and they get away without a model loss. Always seems to happen to those Assault Marines. They are truly blessed by the Emperor and all that stuff. There's some Khorne worship. Those guys kind of out in the open. We do have shotgun scouts now. Can help knock these fellows over and suppress them. He can't knock over or suppress the Chaos Lord. He's not too bothered about your shotguns. I mean, you can shoot him, can do some damage. You're not controlling him with those shotguns. It's a good kill the week. Kind of let that happen there, Overlordeight. Can he kill a scout? Oh, I didn't take a swing. Trying to get in on the Devastator. Took a lot of damage getting in there, but wasn't quite enough to deter him. Good play from Dragonis. Judged it well. If he did take a swing on the scouts, he might not have been able to get in on those Devastators there. East side, we have shotgun scouts and tactical marines pushing up. Flappy now spots an opportunity, perhaps. Not sure what Acey's up to. Looks like they were forced off by the defensive position of Flappy. I feel like he could have done it a bit further up the map, but he's made it work. This wreck point uncapped here. Tactical marine is retreating out, and red team controlling the western side. They don't want to lose sight of the mid though, because the Apothecary is probing here. Winternacht and scouts are on it. There's a missile launcher sentinel in tier 2. Plasma cannon on the way for Winternacht. Tier 2 all around, but Aponnk the first to get there. Well, the first to get a tier 2 thing in the form of this missile launcher. But here's an actual tier 2 unit. Here's the plasma cannon heading towards the mid. Not sure what it's going to be able to do here. These assault marines are going for a flank. It's a risky flank, but they just want to jump away and retreat, I think. Fair enough. I don't think they needed to jump away. Just a guardsman in your retreat path. You have a ton of war on both of the CSM, giving them 20% more damage in melee and ranged combat. Helps them get those kills, really does. They should be forcing melee combat in on these assault marines here, but they are now suppressed. Assault marines keeping the pressure on the Havocs. Not really much here to support them. Those tactical marines are not even engaging. Big shot there from the plasma cannon. Did a whole lot in the mid, it turns out. Scouts getting a decap, cheeky little decap there. And the Techmarine with a plasma gun up. Scary, scary thing. Up to almost 70 plasma DPS when that overcharge goes up. Pretty nuts. I mean, even by default, almost 40 DPS plasma is pretty crazy. Put that alongside a plasma gun for the tax, which is like 30 odd DPS. There's 30 point something, I believe. Here's a Chaos Lord with lightning claws now. Icon of Khorne as well. Synergizes with the fast attack speed, giving him that health back. Boom. Having some fun. Can I have a word with this Techmarine here? I think the plasma gun has like relatively poor accuracy. I think it might be a 50-50. I seem to remember that being the case. Maybe it's more than that. Can a red team cap here? The plasma cannon is scaring them off, as you'd expect. We do have some assault kit stormtroopers though. They can maybe go and chuck a grenade on those fellas. Look at this Apothecary now. Gone into his tier 2 groove. Grenade on the tactical marines instead. Customized Stormbolter and armor of the Apothecarian. Said it so many times before. Shoot this guy. Shoot him good. Don't want him to provide so much to his team when he's relatively easy to take down. Shouldn't let it happen. Dreadnought on the field now for Flappy. Got some Stern Guard veterans too. Kraken rounds by default, but they're switching to their Hellfire to do damage over time to all this Eldar stuff. Can only have one Stern Guards squad per player. Grenades used there to finish off the generators. Nicely done by Acey. He's got this Falcon too, providing some good fire support. He does damage vehicles relatively well, as you can see here. I mean, the Banshees do have the aspect of strength, but they don't really want to fight this thing in melee, even if they do have a heavy melee spear. These Rangers are in a really bad place. They completely forgot about them, or they thought, maybe they thought they put them in the Falcon, but they are gone. That's what they are. We have Plasma Devs for Overlordeight. Got some Devastators up too, as we saw before. So good hit, some friendly fire, and now a Tarantula turret from Overlordeight. You can get around it on this right side here, but a pretty good place to put one. 2 plasma cannons now. What are you going to do about that, red team? Got no raptors, got no spotters. Although there was a bug that spotters, their smoke shell didn't affect plasma cannons. I'm not sure if that was fixed. Stern Guard loading in the Vengeance rounds to shoot the power node. Apothecary hanging out. There's that health regen aura you see there on the assault squad. They have their sergeant, they have their melter bomb as well. Sergeant has a a power sword. Plasma sword would be fun. Just shoot plasma bolts out of it when you swing. Make it happen, Games Workshop. Havoc's with a Marco Zinch. Gives him a las cannon. Getting jumped though. Look at all those skulls on their back. That's pretty cool. Don't know if I'd noticed that before on the old Night Lord's elite scheme. Doom blasting heretics, keep the Havoc safe, and we have double Mark of Khorne CSM. They need to split as they approach, but they could get in there and rip up those plasma cannons. They might take a shot or two. Although we got devs, we got 2 Tarantula turrets now. It's going to be tough. Needs raptors or something. We have an assault cannon for these dreadnought. And there he goes. Already helping to wipe out some guardsmen. Falcon can now shoot it at its leisure. Assault cannon can't do much to vehicles, although it could still run up and smack it. Falcon should be able to avoid that. Force Commander with an Iron Halo. You need to put it up, buddy. There you go. Banshees are now a threat to this dreadnought with their heavy melee. It loses melee resistance. I don't know if that was a good idea getting that assault cannon. A good barrage would shut me up though. It could do amazing things with the barrage on the Eldar if it catches them outside the Falcon. Acey's using it well though. Ogrin's here from Aponnk. Back at base, HQ. Chaos Lord. How are you still level 1, buddy? Mantle of Hate. He's done well. It's been tough to get the kills. Level 2 Apothecary here is not under enough pressure for me. If you have double Marco Zinc CSM, you can really pile the pressure on an Apothecary. They all target that guy, especially with the plasma gun they have now. Falcon's taking a lot of damage here from Stern Guard and missile launcher fellas. Banshees though having some fun. Getting in amongst Tactical Marines and Stern Guard and out attacks. Are they going to wipe? I think they're going to wipe. Oh no, that's a special attack from that Banshee model. But they do get the attacks and they do get the Dreadnought. Nicely done, Acey. Flappy just had a bad engagement. Big hit from the plasma cannon note. Here comes Winternacht with the assist a little bit too late. But they did a good job getting over here when they did. Could have lost the power if they weren't over here. There's a heal on the assault squad. Apothecary's heal gets more powerful every level. And Entangling Web on those assault squad fellas. We've got enhanced warp jump generator and the improved targets as well. Plasma cannon can't get a shot there. What about the west side? Sentinel getting a decap. This thing's still around. Not sure for how long though. I thought it was going to get away, but Plasma cannon said no. Look at these turrets now. It's like 2013 with all the turrets. Look at this. Missile turret, 2 Tarantula turrets, and Devastators there. Blood Crusher getting through. Goes straight for the missile turret as you'd expect. Its biggest threat. And we do have Raptors now for Dragonis. Ogrin's getting on through as well. It's a good push by the red team. I think they're going to deal with this here. I think they're going to deal with this. Yeah, Space Marines. There's no reason for the push here. Crack and Bolt Stern Guard shooting them down. They do get away. Did they both get away? They did. Heretics were dropped though. All the Techmarine's hard work falls. A good play though by red team. Wasn't easy to push that. Dragonis got what they needed. Raptors and a Blood Crusher. Can the Blood Crusher get away though? This is a vehicle, or a demon with vehicle armor. Stern Guard using those vengeance rounds against it. Chaos Lord still can't get a level. 289 to 257. Drain life, but it's going to get him killed, I think. Yeah. It's going to be very difficult to revive him there. Leman Russ though from Aponnk. Acey goes tier 3 Dragonis, replacing those heretics. Going to have to rebuy the Chaos Lord as well. Bunch of tier 3s for the Space Marine players, but Flappy is very depleted here. And you see Acey taking full advantage with the big old power bash. This Falcon has been awesome. Banshees has also been used really well. Almost level 4 this Warp Spider. Might get 4 if they bash the power and he gets some shots in. Maybe not. Apothecary right out in front of his army. That's not where you want to put him. Gets the full auto but might die. And goes down. Look at that. Acey focus fired the Apothecary. You see what happens? He falls over. Focus that guy. Force Commander is going to get a revive. Howling Banshees level 3. Only the Exarch gets away. Did not want to lose those ladies. Oh no, who else has gone down over here? The Lord General, what were they doing there? They've gone down though. Leman Russ with the Vanquisher Cannon. Blood Crusher needs some repairs or worship or both. Raptors getting stuck in. They have their Aspiring Champion with that awesome Demon Maul. That is so big. That is the gnarliest looking weapon in the game pretty much. Look at that thing. That's going to hurt. A superhuman in power armor. He's been alive for like 8,000 years swinging that thing. Ogrins. I don't know. This fella with his hat on makes me chuckle. How does it stay on? They glue it on his head. Apothecary forced off. Markov Khorne CSM getting beaten back by a assault squad there. Not sure what else was involved, but here comes a Blood Crusher. They're going to throw a melter on it. No, they use Merciless Strike instead. Ogrins didn't need to overcommit there. Not sure why they did. Not sure what they spotted to go after. Red team dropping those 2 heroes could have a big impact on that west side. I wonder if Acey can get a teleport in and revive the Chaos Lord at least. If they Shimmer Orb, they could revive the Lord General as well, but that's probably not worth it. Oh, he's been rebought. Repurchased. The Lord General there needs to reinforce his retinue fellas though. Don't get those fellas back straight away. 289 to 190, double cap here for the blue team. Red team will take the west side back. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. Flappy continues to be under pressure. Goes for ranged Terminators. Could have got assault Terminators here. And that probably would have been the way to go, I think, to go after this Falcon. This Falcon's doing so much work. And they smack everything else up as well. These guys will do some work though for sure with their Storm Bolters. And they still have Power Fists. They still have some Power Fists. Are you fellas going to cap? Maybe they're thinking about it. Come on guys, you can do it. You can do it. 289 to 162. That maybe. They have those World War I style saber deflecting helmets on. That's pretty cool. Vanquisher. Decent shot there. Land Red Redeemer up though for Winternacht. And look at this now. All of a sudden. Got a health regen from the Land Raider. Health regen from the Apothecary. He's got advanced healing as well. There's loads of Marines. I mean, they don't have Terminators yet. Over here anyway. Dragonis says they need help. We have double Vanquisher Leman Russes, and those things will shoot down a Land Raider pretty quickly if given half the chance. They have some anti-vehicle though. They have 2 melter bombs, missile launcher, las cannon, plasma cannon. Chaos Lord gets in, does drain life, needs to run away now. There's the run. Keeping the Vanquisher cannons back for now. Here comes some Ogrins. What are these fellas trying to do? They ran in and got smacked around. Not a whole lot. Can they push through the mid here? Are you fellas going to cap? Oh, it's Banshee's capping now. Terminators do not have a weapon upgrade yet. The Force Commander, though, got that Power Fist going on. Iron Halo and now Artificer Armor to make him tougher. Because that's good. What are these Stormtroopers up to? Acting very strangely. Get together, fellas. I know it's the grim darkness of the far future, but there's VPs to capture. These guys took a big hit. There's like 6 dead guardsmen there. Which is basically nothing. Oh, they're reinforcing off the bunker. I assume this would be a repair bunker here. And These heretics are not looking after the Blood Crusher here. There's some Khorne worship. That'll heal him up. It's actually faster to repair them. Another big hit from a plasma cannon, but these guys are reinforcing 3 at a time now. Big old firefight. Is that an Eldritch? That's an Eldritch. It's a pretty juicy one as well. Holy crap. It's a pretty good one. But that means the Eldritch can't be used on the Land Raider. Really is kicking off here. Another turret. Not much that the CSM could do. I think Mark of Khorne was a mistake. It's very Khorne-like. Or Khornate, I think you say. But it hasn't really paid off so far. Could still pay off. Here's some Seer Council. These guys providing a constant range damage resistance to themselves and nearby allies, and they have power melee, and they're ripping through those Terminators. Down they go. Got caught there. Terminators can't retreat. Must have already used their teleport or whatever. Down goes the Force Commander as well. But blue team do retain the west side for now. The Land Raider's backed away a bit. Taking shots from a Falcon. Banshees and Seer Council jumping out to smack up these Assault Marines, and down they go. There's the Frag Assault. They can reinforce off the Falcon. Can they reinforce quickly enough though? Banshees trying to get back in. I think they did. Seer Council with their power melee are not ideal for taking down a Land Raider, but they are keeping its attention, and they're tanking a lot of damage here. Falcon is doing some good work. Look at this. Are we going to see a Falcon take down a Land Raider? Don't think so. I actually don't think so. Did the Seer Council get away? Yeah, they got away. Didn't even drop a model, in fact. Uh-oh. Falcon has been amazing, but it's going to go down. Took a melter. There's a las cannon now. And Stern Guard. Down it goes. Did so much work with that Acey. Got tons of resources. He's got enough for another Eldritch. Needs to wait for the cooldown. And red team are taking the west side. 289 to 62. Flappy never really recovered from those big tier 2 losses when the Dreadnought and those tacks went down. Mark of Khorne CSM. Getting too close to the VP there. But red team have the west side. Look at this. Aponnk setting up. Stabilizing. Like the guard only can with a heavy turret and 2 tanks. Leman Russes as well. These are no normal tanks. Look at that health. Chaos Lord's going to get revived. Only level 3 I think. Well done fella. Is he? Yes. Up to 1277 hit points, level 3. What are the blue team going to do now? Repair the Land Raider is what they should do. There we go. Repairs all around. Techmarine's down, so they can't repair. Some Terminators, I think. Here comes the Apothecary to get revived. Level 6. Done well. Does the drop pod actually damage allies? It might. A nice welcome there for the Techmarine as soon as they got up. 3 tank shots came in. Well, 1 heavy turret shot. There's the advanced healing again. Uh-oh. Plasma cannon and heretics don't really mix. Or they mix really well if you're a Space Marine player. 247 to 62. Red team now trying to stabilize on the west. It might turn into a big meat grinder, but look at this. Warp Spider doing some work. Acey's been really good on this side. As soon as I say that, the Warp Spider dies. He lives. Barely lives. Needs to run away. Needs to teleport or something. Oh, just entangling web. Are you going to run? The plasma pistol's going to kill you if you're not careful. There we go. Oh, goes down anyway. Hellfire rounds killed him. Look at these Oberons now. In there alongside some Chaos Terminators, and they're getting Lightning Claws. Bad news for everything walking around on 2 legs pretty much. Land Raider is now fully repaired thanks to Overlordeight. Not sure what happened to the other Overlords. There's Signum armor now. And a Meltagon in the way. Need something to help take down these tanks, I guess. We do have a Cyclone missile launcher. Chaos Lord is going to go down, I believe. Yep. The Oberyn is doing some work. Didn't even drop a model there. Terminators with their Lightning Claws backing off. Red team well in control of this VP, and Acey continues to push and harass the eastern side. They're back at base right now. Avatar of Canaan away, and they have a nuke ready. And they can repurchase this guy soon and still drop their nuke, of course. 161 to 62. Look at the vanquishers trying to vanquish that Land Raider. Refractor shield up, or refractor field rather, for the Techmarine. As I kind of misfires. Come on, fellas. Must have just gone out of vision range or something. What is this? Sneaky infiltrated scouts. Trying to get a decap. Avatar being sent to the west side. Acey has spotted that decap though. Uh-oh. Lehman Ruff's taking some hits. Put another bunker down, I say. This Land Raider's just been sitting here taking shots. He can't out-repair a Vanquisher cannon with scouts. I think that's what they were trying to do there. Didn't work out. I'm not sure if Winternacht was watching somewhere else or something. Here's a Predator tank from Flappy, but it's not looking good for the blue team. Not looking good. Avatar just having a look. Just having a look. See a council jumping in. The war shout going off as well. There's a lot of stuff for them to take on though. Still almost killed the force commander. 133 to 62. They do get away. Have they leveled yet? Level 3, they get like 3,800 hit points. Level 4, it's pretty nuts. Yeah, blue team are going to struggle to advance on this. We do see another bunker. It's not repairing yet though. And another heavy turret. This is a gun line for sure. Level 7 Apothecary. Improved medical equipment. Needs to throw a heal on those assault marines. They got entangled there by the warp spider. There's a Wailing Doom. Those guys just teleport away in time. Orbital. From who? From Overlord, I think. Looking at the red. I mean, nothing was there to push alongside it, so bit of an empty nuke there. 97 to 62. Level 5 Techmarine. Level 4 Force Commander. Had a bit of a rough time, Flappy. Look at his Terminators now, and his double CSM coming into their own end of the game here. Chasing things back to HQ. There's marked target on the Terminators. Taking chunks of damage. But they're going to be okay, I think, maybe. Uh-oh. There's the full auto stunning those guys. Vengeance rounds now against the super heavy infantry armor. Can they get a model? Because that's really expensive to replace. Looks like they can't. Looks like they can't. Mark, the Lightning Claws does give them more health regen, I think. A little bit more speed as well. Or maybe not. It doesn't tell me that's here. Gives them more health. I thought it gave more health regen as well. Look at that. 62, 62. Wailing Doom. Oh, it hit something. I thought it was a complete whiff there. Flappy could get some more Terminators up soon. Could drop a nuke. Some big decisions to make. What did Dragonis up to? Slaughtering Devastators and then getting shot to death by a twin-linked las cannon. Avatar just healing up. Might want to go back to HQ, but I think he wants to stick around here just in case a Wailing Doom is needed to stop a cap or something. But blue team are really up against it. They're just struggling to move against this gun line. Look at this. They took out one heavy turret. There was one there. This is so much stuff. A whole lot of stuff. Apothecary now level 8. Techmarine level 6. Some more Terminators. Assault Terminators here for Flappy. That's the play. That's the play they've gone for. Is it going to be enough to push? Thunderhammers will make short work of the turrets, but there's going to be so much stuff shooting at them. Force Commander goes for the decap. Terminator's going to have to try and go for it as well. I don't know if the Force Commander's going to get away here. They're going for the decap. They need way more support than this. They might get it. Oh, maybe not. Look at this Eldar coming in with power weapons now. And double mark of course CSM. That's really quick kill on those Terminators there. Was just going for a decap. Desperation. Look at the VP. Not a lot else Flappy could have done there. They had to go for the decap. So that red team are going to take this. Flappy's not happy. And there we have it. Level 5 Force Command at the end. And a level 9 Apothecary. Level 6 Techmarine. Level 3 Chaos Lord. Did well, Dragonis. Didn't get a lot of levels though. Aponnk. Solid plays at the end. I mean, this is how you set up for a team game on the contested VP. They really wanted an Eldritch of their own, didn't they, blue team? And really good play from Acey. Really messed up that east side. And kind of the turning point. That rough engager for Flappy happens to all of us. And they couldn't quite recover from that. Acey kept the pressure on. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.